Hi, piano friends. I'm Laura Lowe, and today I want to talk about the difference between scales and chords. Now, if you're in the first couple of years of piano study, you may find it difficult to remember which word is which. I quite often ask a student to play a scale, and what I get is a beautiful chord. Or sometimes I ask for a chord, and what I get is a scale. There's so much vocabulary to learn right away when you start piano study. And so let me help you a little bit today to remember what those words are and how they're different. So I'm going to show you a picture. Try to show you a picture. Here we go. The word scale starts with an S, S-C-A-L-E, and I bet that you think of the scale that you stand on at the doctor's office to find out how much you weigh. Or maybe when you see that word, you think of the scales on a fish. Well, those are all scales, that's true. But in music, we have a little bit different meaning for the word scale, and it's a little more like this. If you scale a ladder, that means you climb up it one step at a time. You may have also heard someone say they're going to scale a mountain. That means they're going to climb up that mountain one step at a time. Well, this is the meaning we want to think of in music, because a musical scale travels somewhere. In the case here, you see that it goes up one step at a time. So scales travel somewhere. Now, if you scale that ladder and you get to the top of it, pretty soon you have to come back down unless you want to live at the top of the ladder for the rest of your life, right? And the same is true with musical scales. We usually play them up and down. So that's a scale. A scale moves somewhere one step at a time. Now let's talk about that word chord. Now, unlike scale, this is not a word we usually use in the rest of the English language apart from music. Now, there are chords that are just spelled C-O-R-D, like the light cord on your lamp, the cord that plugs into the wall, or an extension cord, some sort of cord like that. But C-H-O-R-D is a word we mostly use in music. So what's a chord? Well, it's related to this English word, accord, A-C-C-O-R-D. To be in accord means that you are in agreement and that you work well together. So these children look like they're in their science class working on some sort of science project. That looks like some sort of electronic device they're building together. But they're working together and they're getting along and they're in agreement. And there's more than one of them, right? So when we have a chord, we have more than one note or key on the piano playing at the same time, and it goes together. It belongs together. It's in agreement. Now, if you're just learning the difference between the words chord and scale, most of the chords you hear are going to sound really nice. Those are all chords and they sound nice together. When you get a little farther along in your music study, you're going to hear chords that are a little gnarly. Chords that have some crunchiness to them, and that's fun. We like those chords. You're just not there yet. So for now, it's enough to think of a chord as several notes that create a structure that sound good together. A chord is not traveling anywhere. It's just a structure. There you go. So that is the difference between chords and scales, and I hope that helps you as you're working on your music at home. Now, if you're one of my students and you tell me what word you see right here, this is the secret word. Can you tell what it is? Oops, I'm turning it wrong. If you tell me what the word is, you know there are rewards to be earned. So go and play your scales and your chords and have a lot of fun.